Now let's look at the Git tools built into GitKraken. So here on the homepage of GitKraken, we go to open a repository. Here we can open an existing repository. We can also clone a repository. I'm going to talk about that in the future, but this is basically useful when we have a repository somewhere else, let's say on GitHub, and you want to take a copy of that repository and put it on our machine. Again, we're going to talk about this in the future. We can also initialize a new repository. For this demo, I'm going to open our Moon repository. So open repository, we go to our folder and then open. Good. So over here, we can see all the commits we have created so far. We can see the author of each commit, the commit message, and the date and time when the commit was created. Now we can click on each commit to see more details. So for this commit, we can see the commit ID. Here's the commit message, the author, date and time, and the summary of changes. So in this commit, we added one new file, which is file1.js. Now here we have multiple views. We have the list view and tree view. If you have changed multiple files in different folders, tree view is very helpful. We can also select view all files to see all the files in our project at this point in time. If we uncheck this, we only see the changed files. And by change, I'm talking about additions, modifications, and deletions. Now we can click on each file to get a diff of that file. So once again, we're dealing with a new file here. That's why we don't have any code on the left side. Now here we have two tabs, diff view and file view. If we switch to file view, we can see the snapshot of this file in this commit at this point in time. Now, let's go back to diff view. We also have different ways of comparing the changes. So currently we're looking at the split view, which gives us the before and after code. We also have inline view, which is exactly like what we get in the terminal. We also have hunk view. If you're dealing with a large file with a bunch of changes in different parts of this file, hunk view is an easy way to see the changes in each section. Now let's make a new commit. So we have to go back to VS Code or our favorite editor to make the changes. Because GitKraken is just a GUI tool, it's not a code editor. So I'm going to go back to VS Code, open file1.js and write a new line of code here. Save the changes. Now, back in GitKraken, let's close this window. Over here, you can see we have one change in our working directory. We can click on this button to view the changes. So file1.js is changed and currently it's unstaged. We can click on this file to see a summary of the changes. So this is the new line that we have introduced. Beautiful. Now we can go over here and stage this file or stage all changes. Now this file is in the staging area. If we made a mistake, we can always unstage this file. Super easy. So let's stage the file and then type a commit message. Let's say refactor code. And now let's make a new commit. As simple as that. So this is how we can use GitKraken to create snapshots of our project. But there is a lot more to GitKraken, and we're going to cover that in the future sections.